ended too quickly.
Oh!
John didn't even have a chance to
Yo,
turn
did that
around
sculpture
and look
just
over.
do that?
For
What?
SCP-173
What's going on, Cody? Welcome to Anything for Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to SCP-173, the sculpture, SCP animated despite the rubber. Now this sounds really interesting, but also like really creepy, and I'm really interested to see this. So always, link to the video in the description. And we'll also, guys, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Let's go check out SCP-173, the sculpture, SCP animated.
Then, John heard the worst sound any human being had ever heard.
Yo,
a sneeze, coming from 6 inches behind his head. For a second, John remembered an episode of Mythbusters he had seen before being arrested, before coming here, where they tested to see if someone could sneeze with his eyes open. And yep, he never saw the end. There was a sick, wet thud, a horrible ripping sound,
that is really
and a scream
creepy,
that
though.
ended
What?
too quickly. John didn't even have a chance to turn around and look over.
Oh!
Hello, everybody.
Yo,
I'm the
what is
Rubber.
that
Today,
thing?
we bring you a SCP Foundation
Yo, that thing looks extra creepy though. What?
Euclid class object SCP-173. SCP-173
Dude, that
is
thing
animate
looks
and extremely
terrifying,
hostile.
dude. What?
It moved to the SCP Foundation in
extra creepy.
1993, but its origins are unknown to this day. SCP-173 is constructed from concrete and rebar with traces of Krylon brand spray paint. SCP-173 is completely still while in an organism's field of vision, only moving when it isn't being watched, even if the observer simply blinks or barely looks off the object. Just when the observer blinks,
Yo, this thing can move too? Oh, that is so creepy.
SCP-173 will make a grindstone sound and move forward a short distance quickly.
Bruh.
Despite the fact that it is a statue, SCP-173 can move fast enough to travel several feet in the time it takes for the human eye to reopen after blinking. It can literally move faster than the blink of an eye. It will advance towards its
Dude, this thing is extra fast, dude. That is so creepy, though. Oh my goodness, dude. This thing is like
target
something
until it is
else,
in range,
though.
then snaps its victim's neck.
Oh!
Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull
What?
or by strangulation. SCP-173
Yo, what is this
apparently
thing?
strong
Did
enough
that-
to snap the
what?
neck of a fully grown man almost instantly.
What?
Although exactly how it does this is
Dude,
unknown.
this thing's got muscles,
However,
too.
the creature is rendered completely immobile for as long as it's in an organism's sight. Therefore, personnel assigned to enter container are instructed to alert one another before blinking. Personnel report sounds of scraping stone originating from within the container when no one is present inside. However, this is considered normal. The reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood, but so far, the source of these materials is still unknown. And due to the increasing amount of reddish-brown material, its enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis.
Dude, that's super
Being
weird.
constructed of concrete and rebar, SCP-173 is incredibly durable, able to hold itself in a
Low-key trying to box it, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. The
fight
rubber.
against SCP-682. SCP-682 is a massive
no,
reptilian
dude.
beast with almost
This
unlimited
thing
regenerative
again.
powers that is widely considered the most adaptive and
Dude,
durable
they about
SCP
to, like,
the Foundation contains.
Go at it, dude.
If you want to know more about SCP-682,
Dude, this thing was
you
super
can click on
interesting,
this
though.
video in the upper right corner. Back to 173. So
Oh,
the
no.
Foundation
They're about to go at it,
personnel
aren't they?
arranged a battle with 682
Oh my
in order
goodness,
to test the
dude.
durability of one.
I don't know who's gonna win this. Dude, that alligator is like super serious. But man, this sculpture though, like SCP like 173, I mean, the alligator can like regenerate and stuff like that. But dude, this sculpture though, like it's like super fast, dude. I don't even know who's gonna win this. That's
173.
It's gonna be
And
super
from
close.
that day on, it inspires great fear in 682.
No way.
Because SCP-173
Dude,
is
I'd
an
be scared of it
extremely
too,
dangerous
though.
object,
Like, no
hence
lie.
is to be kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel must enter SCP-173's container, no fewer than 3 may enter at any time, and the door is to be relocked behind them. At all times, 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the container. And now, probably the scariest thing is that 173 seems to have started its reproduction. Here's one of the recordings of personnel.
Yo,
in
what, dude? Did
173's
that
container.
just happen?
What are you
Dude's
looking at?
having babies,
John Avery,
dude?
presently known as D5933, shouted at the other D-class person.
Wait, so this thing is like having like oh my, this thing has like a child or something, dude. Like, oh my goodness, dude. What in the
in the
world,
cell.
dude?
SCP-173.
This thing, though.
What are you looking at? Came the reply. This worried John, as he was staring intently at SCP-173, and the other D-class personnel
Oh, we
was
got the
standing
D-class
behind
in here,
John,
dude.
facing the other direction. Then, John heard the worst sound any human being had ever heard, a sneeze, coming from 6 inches behind his head. For a second,
Oh,
John
no.
remembered an episode of Mythbusters he had seen before being arrested, before coming
You
here,
can't
where they
blink.
tested to see if someone could sneeze with his eyes
No!
open. And yep, he never saw the end. There was a sick, wet thud, a horrible ripping sound, and a scream that ended too quickly.
Oh!
John didn't even have a chance to
Yo,
turn
did that
around
sculpture
and look
just
over.
do that?
From
What?
SCP-173's Addendum 1, it was written
Dude!
that SCP-173 appeared to multiply, producing 2 identical copies.
Bro, this thing is like producing like multiple things of itself, dude. Like it's like a twin or something, dude. Like what?
2 D-Class personnel
No!
were killed. It is unknown how this process occurred. Each instance of SCP-173,
Now there's 2 of them.
labeled
Oh my goodness, no!
SCP-173-1 and SCP-173-2, is to be moved to individual cells, each following original containment procedures. In Addendum 2, it was noted down that a second multiplication event occurred.
Ooh.
SCP-173-1 through 4 are to be each contained as per original
Yo, that is
containment
terrifying.
procedures.
There's 2 of them
Objects
now.
reclassed as Keter. And in the Addendum 3,
Yo, as if 1 wasn't enough, now we have like, is that like a whole colony, dude? What?
at least 61 copies of
Dude,
SCP-173
there's
are as
tons
of
of-
now unaccounted for.
No!
It is unknown how they replicated so fast,
Dude,
or how they
how?
replicate at all. Video evidence of the containment breach shows multiple instances of
Are they communicating
SCP-173
through the
working
walls?
in unison across multiple cells to achieve the breach. Most of the
No.
instances still in captivity
Dude, are
appear
these
to have
things
formed a
taking
rear
over?
guard, blocking Foundation agents from pursuing other instances.
Yo, can you imagine, like, these things are, like, super fast, and, like, you turn around, and they're already there, dude. Like, they're, like, faster than fast, dude. Oh, my goodness, dude. What? That
It
is
is
so
theorized that
scary.
SCP-173 has a hive intelligence.
Is
where
that a bee?
intelligence scales
Is
with
that a
number
bee
of nearby
sculpture?
copies. SCP-173
No.
has caused a breach of secrecy for the SCP Foundation. Estimates at this time are roughly 500,000 civilian deaths across North America in the last 48 hours
What?
due to SCP-173, and hundreds of thousands of sightings and pieces of video evidence. Major television news programs have obtained video of SCP-173 and are providing instructions for avoiding instant death. And following saturation nuclear bombing on number of SCP-173 instances has been reduced. I hope you enjoyed today's video.
Yo, dude, that thing looks super, like, oh, creepy, dude. Like, oh my goodness, this sculpture, though, dude. Like, oh my, I can't even, though. Like, SCP-173, like, they're super fast. Like, they can move faster than you blink, dude. Like, that is super terrifying, dude. Like, oh my goodness, dude. This sculpture, though, like, oh my goodness. That is so creepy, though. Like, I can't even, though. Like, they're faster than, like, a cheetah or something like that. And, like, they're replicating. And just, dude, like, I can't even, though. Like, that is, like, super creepy, though. Like, oh my goodness, dude. That is super scary. Like, the thing about the Mythbusters and, like, the dude, the D-Class sneezing, he's like, oh, like, you can't, like, keep your eyes open and sneeze at the same time. Like, that is, oh man, that has to be like, oh, just like super, oh man, dude, that's just like really creepy. And those sculptures, they just look so creepy too. Like, oh my goodness, that just looks like really creepy. But this was definitely like really interesting. Just the animation's fantastic though, like depicting all this like creepiness. But oh my goodness, that was like really interesting, really intriguing, and just like really creepy. What do you guys think about SCP-173, the sculpture, SCP animated? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, click that bell to turn notifications. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. As always, guys, I'll catch you in the next reaction video.